I'm still working on the Bandit rebuild project. It's taking a long time to actually get to it, partly because I've been out riding, partly because it's been too hot to work in the shed on it, doing sort of welding and grinding, partly because the simple logistics of it. As you saw, I've got to get bikes out the shed so that I can clear a space to work on the frame. Then I've got to clear up, get everything back in, and all in a fairly short time frame. I've got less than an hour tonight to actually get some work done. So what I'm carrying on doing is just doing some reworking of the rear trellis work, just a bit of touching up of welds, dressing them a little more to my liking than to where they were before. I can't go much further on the rear frame until I get the bike back together and can see how it's sitting. But for now, I need to finish off dressing the welds, doing some more welds, doing some more dressing. It's just that sort of long, slow, repetitive process, and then we can start putting the bike back together. So let's get into that. So this is what we're looking at with the frame. I'm quite sure that, especially with shaky handheld camera, it's not going to come out very well. But what I'm doing is I'm just re-smoothing out these welds, adding a bit more weld in, and trying to actually get them so that they flow as they were originally intended. You can see what I'm doing perhaps down here at the bottom. Over here I've got some rough work done. Now I'm not going to bother on the inside with doing this well at all. And I make no pretense of being a welding guy or a bodywork guy, so this is going to be quite rough on the inside, I fully anticipate. I'm not worried about that because you probably won't really see it, and anybody who's going to be picking at the quality of the welds or finish on this bike, well, you're going to be there all day, and I really don't care. This I've mostly done, needs some more work, some more welding. You can see down here what I've done is I've built up some weld here so that I can grind it back. Penetration's good. These are quite thin tubes. I've not blown through the tube as much as I was anticipating, so that's good, but that's just the result of the amount of metal that's on here. So what I'm going to do today is just get the grinder mostly onto here, get it into this one, and then come back to here. I've roughly ground off these welds. I want to get the die grinder in here, just smooth these out. As I say, I'm really not going to spend too much time. But the trouble is, the more you look, the more you want to do. I can see this is needing a bit more work here. You can see this little bit here, could do with another ball weld. I don't know whether I'm going to bother, but I might get the grinder on there and see what happens. But let's get on. Really didn't achieve a lot this session, but for now I've run out of time tonight, so I need to pack away, and I will catch you guys again soon.